Hi, this is All Music and All Bands, and we're talking with Znuff, bassist and lead vocalist of Znuff. How are you doing today?
I'm doing pretty good, Rob. What are you smoking pot? I hear you tossing in the background.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. Hey,
It's good.
it is. So welcome back from the European tour. How did that go?
The European tour was absolutely terrific because anytime you go to another country that's thousands of miles away from where you're from and people know your songs, it's great for the ego. What a massage. And we've been going to Europe since 1989, and still be able to tour out there after all these years is a miracle. And I got to tell you, not only do I love playing England, but Italy, over in Sweden, and Austria, and of course Norway. Those are wonderful countries. They're throbbing with life out there. Great place to go. Norway's ridiculous. It's $50 for a hamburger out there. It's ridiculous. But for the most part, the people out there, they love rock and roll, and we see all the big concerts out there. Kiss is playing out there, doing a big tour. Slash has been out there playing. Def Leppard's touring out there. It's a wonderful place to go and spread your wings.
Do you have any shows planned here for the United States?
Well, I just flew in from Chicago this morning, and I'm in Los Angeles right now. We're playing in Fullerton tomorrow. These guys in a band called Lit have their own club, the Slide Bar in Fullerton. And we're playing there tomorrow. And then, of course, Friday night, sold-out show at the Whiskey A Go-Go. And then Saturday we're in Vegas. Sunday we're in San Francisco. So a little 4-day West Coast run. Then we're back to the States. I should say back to the Midwest. And we'll go back out after that. And once again, in a couple of weeks, we've got some shows with Ace Frehley, which I'm real excited about. Also playing with Stars and the band Angel, as they're all back together. They're all making records. So a lot of the older bands still touring. Everybody's full of piss and vinegar. And any choo-choo tree that I can jump on right now where it's their shows, you'll see me there.
That's awesome. That's definitely awesome. Other than the video that you've put out for Diamond Boy, the title track, is there any other videos planned for the album?
Sure, we did 2 or 3 videos actually, just haven't come out yet. I guess that's something that Frontiers, our record label, will sign off on when it's time. But there's a couple of videos. There's one we just shot a few months ago for Where'd You Go, and which is supposed to be the second single. And then we have one for We're All the Same as well. And then I think we're doing one for Fire and Ice, and also for Faith, Hope, and Love. So my plan was, when we did the record, was to shoot a video for every single song on the record. I think that's the wave of the future for not just my band, but for all bands. It's a great promotional tool, and it's good for your ego. Getting those videos out there. And there's a lot of platforms that'll play it, most notably YouTube and Vivo. Back in the old days, it was MTV. So I think it's a great idea to make a video for every song on the record. Great way to showcase the songs in the band. But you want to be careful there because you want to shoot videos that are going to enhance the song and not take away from it. Sometimes videos get in the way of what the song is about and the message, because what a song means to one person might mean something different to another. So I like making videos. It's exciting. It's also expensive too. We had Dave Stecker, who shot for Paul McCartney. He's done Lucinda Williams and Jesse Malin and a bunch of great artists. He does movies as well. He shot the videos for us. And you need to quite a budget on those videos. It takes, they're very tedious and they're quite expensive. So one at a time, when the label says it's ready to go, we'll put the next video out. And, God knows how many live videos there are of us playing around the country where everybody posts videos. So hopefully those live videos will hold the audience over until the next videos come out for the next single.
What are some of your favorite tracks off of Diamond Boy?
Like them all. Anything that on that record I think is strong. It's a rock solid record. It's a 70s sounding record. We took an old approach. Everybody played together. We recorded on 2-inch tape. It was very tedious. It was challenged all the way. But I think we really nailed it. We started recording over Chicago Recording Company, which at the time Jam was in the studio, and Chance the Rapper and Kanye West. It was just a wonderful vibe in the studio there. There's like 4 or 5 studios in there where you can record. And we did most of the drum tracks and bass over there, and then did a lot of the overdubs over at my studio, which is in a little town called Blue Island, Illinois. I think it's a rock solid record. At the end of the day, it's the record's one continuous thought on what's happening in the world nowadays. And there's a lot of flatter out there, tons of stuff to write about.
Oh yeah.
And, at the end of the day, I think it's a rock solid record, and the audience has spoken. This is the first record I've had, bro, that's charted on Billboard charts. Came out of the box at 152 on the Billboard charts, 34 in the UK. Haven't had a record have that kind of impact since the late 90s. So certainly flattered and grateful that there's an audience still out there that likes this kind of stuff. And, I've said it a million times, show me a band with influences and I'll show you a band that doesn't have a record deal. You are what you eat. At the end of the day, there's a lot of stuff on there you can pick up from. It's a potpourri of pop, rock, heavy metal, all mixed together. And gets into enough Diamond Boy record.
Do you play a majority of Diamond Boy live in concert?
As a matter of fact, we play half the record on this tour. Usually bands just put a song or two out when their new record's out. They focus on their past, which is fine because God knows we all have a lot of material, a lot of records. Enough's in a unique position because we have 20 albums out and 16 studio records. So there's tons of stuff to pick from. And I do want to focus on the new record, but I think the audience wants to hear those old songs as well. So you got to play the hits. Your New Thing and Baby Loves You and Fly Michelle, those got to be in the set. But you mix them up and you put some of the new stuff in there, and I think the fans dig it. In the old days, you go see your favorite band play, and when they play something new, everybody go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And, nowadays, I think that people want to see a rock show, and we play for, an hour and a half, 2 hours every single night, minimum. And I think at the end of the day, when you come out to one of our shows, we try to give you a little bit of everything from the past to what's happening as we move forward in the future.
Oh, it sounds like a really great show to be to.
I think that you come out and see enough show, you'd be pleasantly surprised. It's like a 4-ring circus. And the fans that come out to the shows, a lot of the older fans, they're bringing their kids out to these concerts now because they want them to experience the same thing they went through years ago. And that's pretty exciting right there. And the fans have spoken loud, and they love rock and roll. And they might not be in the forefront nowadays because of all the music that's out there with the hip hop and rap and the R&B, and it's all good stuff. But for the most part, rock bands, there's not many bands I know about that can sell out stadiums and sheds and arenas like the bands of yesterday, the Def Leppards and the Aerosmiths and the Guns N' Roses and Iron Maidens. Those bands are selling out huge places because people love fucking rock and roll. It's not going away. It's been around for the longest time. In the old days, back in the 40s and 50s when we weren't born, there was a thing called jazz, a great style of music. And it got pushed to the back because of rock and roll. And then we experience the same thing here in the 21st century where hip hop and rap have dominated, and you don't hear rock as much as you normally do. But there's big radio stations to play. There's classic rock stations all around the country. You have Sirius XM, which plays tons of music. You have the Monsters of Rock and the Dash Radio Network. It just focuses on rock and heavy metal and the real McCoy, the real stuff that came out years ago, and the newer stuff as well. And I think that when you listen to what's going on, you keep your ears to the street, you'll get a chance to hear a lot of new music from quite a few new bands. And rock to this day is still strong as ever. And I see it out here with all the concerts that are going on everywhere I go around the country. There's big shows. I think we're in a good place right now. It's cool to like rock and roll music.
What have been some of your favorite shows throughout your career?
Shows for Enuff's Enough. There's too many to mention, especially the festival gigs, whether it's playing the Donington Download or M3 festivals or Rocklahomas. There's the Great Fests those are the ones I really enjoy playing because there's always 8 to 10 bands on there, and there's cats that you grew up to love, and some of them are good friends of yours that you haven't seen in years because we all work so hard. So it's nice to cross paths again and see our old brothers and reminisce, talk about the old days. But I like going to see shows where I'm not involved as well. The Kiss tour that's out there right now is massive. They came through Chicago. I missed them last week because I was in Norway. But all my friends told me it was fantastic, and I got past with my guitar player Tori for the Moline show on last Sunday, and he said it was incredible. Just a bombastic show, packed with hits. Last year I seen the Poison tour with Cheap Trick and Pop Evil. It was great. I love seeing those bands. I love seeing Def Leppard and Journey together. There's so many great shows and so many stories. I could write books on all the great things that I've got a chance to witness and participate in as well. As a musician, I'm a fan before anything else, and I just love to see all my favorite bands out there still playing and making records.
Yeah, they are definitely still out there playing record, performing, still playing, putting out new records, just like you guys. Any plans to do a Northeast tour?
Well, we certainly talked about it. I know that we've been on 3 major tours in the last couple of years. We were out with Ace Frehley for 30 shows. And then we went out with Kiss, the big Kiss cruise, and played 4 shows with Kiss. And right after that, jumped on the Live Nation tour with Jack Russell's Great White. And I know there's a lot of stuff in the fire right now. I would think that there'll be some Northeast gigs coming up. But I don't book the shows. I just write the songs. It's our agency is the one that puts those tours together. And this business is predicated on friendships and relationships. And I've made a lot of friends. So if there's some openings out there and opportunities, I'm sure that we'll jump on something. In the meantime, we just stay busy. I'm already recording the next record. I got back off the European tour last week, and I went right in the studio and started singing and putting down some more songs. And that's what it's all about at the end of the day. That's the challenge, just coming up with another great record. But coming out to the Northeast, I know there's fans out there. They hail rock and roll. If I have my way, we'll be out there this year sometime.
No, that would be great because it's been a long time since Enuff Enough has been to the Northeast.
Yeah, make sure if you come out to the show, you bring some of that pot you're smoking right now because you are higher than sin. I'm in the capital of pot right now in Los Angeles, where on every corner is a dispensary, and people are walking, smoking with pens on the streets. No one says anything. Everybody's getting along. They're all happy. There's a vibrant lifestyle they have out here. Quite expensive, by the way, as well. But I think marijuana is now the big thing here in Los Angeles. Everybody's gravitating to it, and it's certainly bringing in a lot of tax dollars. And everybody's following suit. I know Denver is happy with it as well. And I see Chicago now, Illinois, the most corrupt city, most corrupt state in North America. They're embracing pot now too. So it can't be bad for you. It's got to be at least as good as alcohol. Alcohol, you can't drink and drive, but smoking pot has never hurt anybody. There's not one story on record of talking about how pot makes you angry, and if anything, it just makes you hungry.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You're at the Crescent Hotel on Sunset right now, and they're very smoke friendly over here. Can't smoke inside the place, obviously, but they embrace. I see a bunch of hip hop guys walking through here. I see the guy from Bone Thugs and Harmony walking through here. I go, you know what? This is a nice little hotel here where a lot of rock and rollers stay over here, and a lot of hip hop stuff. So it's a great vibe. I'm grateful to be here. I'm really excited about this whiskey show on Friday.
Well, it sounds like a great time.
I just ran into Ricky Rackman on the street. We used to run the Cat House. And he said, hey, I hear you're playing on Friday at the Whiskey. I'll come out and see you. And I talked to Steven from Guns N' Roses, Steven Adler, and he said he's coming out to the show as well. So that's the great thing about playing Los Angeles. All your rock star buddies get a chance to come out and see you play live, and they hang out together and get a chance to spend a few hours with your brothers and sisters. And that's very important to me. I live out here. I live in the Midwest. But when I come here, I'm looking forward to seeing all my old friends.
Yeah, that's just amazing. The names that you just said right there, Ricky Rackman and Steven Adler. Wow. I mean, those guys have been around, oh my God, since this beginning of the scene.
Yeah, early 80s when those guys came up. Ricky actually got his gig through actually got him the gig over at MTV. Yep. So it went full circle for him. Now he's running the show. He's got his own podcast. He's doing really well. We have him on our Monsters of Rock radio show every once in a while, too. He's a brilliant advocate for taking care of people that need help. He gets on his motorcycle and drives hundreds of thousands of miles and pushes his wares, and he's a good cat. He cares about people around him. He's a real citizen.
Wow. What's the best way to keep up to date with Enuff Znuff and all the upcoming shows that are going on?
Nowadays it's pretty simple. ENUFF, ZNUFF, Enuff, Znuff.com. You get us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. We're on all social media. And you can find all of our dates, no problem. It's pretty Sesame Street nowadays. A click of a button on your telephone or on your computer can find any band or any person you want in the world. That's the best thing. Our record company's Frontiers Records. If you want to get a hold of us through Frontiers, check out what we're doing, the next record, whatever's coming out. That's terrific as well.
Now for the $1 million question, would you ever work with Donnie Vai again?
You know what? I think that we gave it a great shot. I put this band together in 1984 with Donnie. We were little kids. He went a long ways with me. He really worked hard, and I think he got disillusioned by the business and had some health issues as well. But he's turned his life around. He's got a solo record. He likes being a solo artist. He's got some great songs. He doesn't need me to write songs. He's a wonderful singer songwriter, and I hope that one day people recognize that he's one of the greatest singers of our generation, in my opinion, for sure. And there's some great guys out there that I absolutely adore. I put Donnie right up there with all of them. But I think that he's happy where he's at right now, and we got to move forward in life. That's how it is. And I wish him nothing but success. He'll always be a part of the family, and he's a big part of our fabric. And I'm grateful to get a chance to make all the records. And I look at Enuff Znuff now like when Peter Gabriel left Genesis. That's my template right now. And the seat's always open for him, but I think right now he's pretty happy and grateful for the opportunities he has. Making solo records with some big stars. And I'm grateful that I get a chance to go and play these songs every single night because I know the fans want to hear them.
Is there anything that I haven't discussed that you would like to talk about?
I think you hit it pretty good, my friend. I'm getting ready to go for a meeting with Live Nation right now.
Oh, nice.
We'll go find a sushi restaurant where it's packed with trim and action. I'm going to go have myself a real nice dinner. I'm a little tired right now from flying. I've taken a flight from Norway to England back to Chicago, and now Chicago to LA in the last 4 days. So a little jet lagged right now, but I'll go out and have a nice dinner, and then I'm going to go to the Rainbow tonight, and I'm going to hang out with a bunch of my friends. There'll be tons of rock stars there, all the guys from LA, Guns and Faster, Pussycat, and all those different bands. Last time I was there, I was hanging out with Steve Vai.
Oh, wow.
Love him. Everybody goes to the Rainbow. It's a wonderful place to go hang out and see all your friends and do some people watching. And then I'll get some rest and get ready for these next 4 shows, and 4 in a row. And then we'll take it from there. But I got to say, I appreciate you talking with me.
Oh,
and
you're very welcome.
to all the fans out there, I wish everyone well, and I hope to see you this year on tour in 2019 in your neck of the woods somewhere. Because we'll be bringing the show, I promise you.
Well, thank you very much, Chip. Thank you very much.
Yeah, put some of that pot away for me, okay? I want to get some of it when I see you next time. Let's not forget I'm a times Cannabis Cup judge. I'm very proud of that. I might not smoke as much as I used to, but I certainly like the way it smells.
Okay, I will.
Thanks, bro. Hey, be safe. I wish you well. See you this year sometime.
Oh, you too. Thanks, Chip.
All right, cheers, mate.
Cheers.